What's up, fight fans? J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's late night boxing talk, baby. And, well, it's my Friday going on my Saturday, so I just figured I'd come out here and talk boxing with my favorite folks. What's up, everybody in the YTBC as well? What's up to every upload out there? Peace to YTBC student, everybody in the hashtag Thurman Army slash Thurman Armada. Word, peace to you guys, man. Peace to everybody, man. That's just basically locked on to hashtag come back to boxing. You know what I'm saying? My movement, your movement, our movement. You know what I mean? Um, Listen, man. A lot of people don't understand exactly what hashtag come back to boxing means. Well, hashtag come back to boxing is basically a statement where you're not trying to hear nothing but boxing. That's it. No excuses, no nothing. It's self-explanatory. Hashtag come back to boxing. You know what I mean? And, well, let me give you a little bit of history on how that was founded. It was basically founded by me and the Fight Guru. And just basically it was over, you know, just the fuckery of the sport of what was going on with Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. And then from there, you know what I'm saying, there's just started getting on other fuckeries within the sport as well. You know what I mean? Robberies, as to Mauricio Herrera and Garcia and stuff like that. And from there on, it just kept snowballing, and that was it. So now you know the history of your movement, and just basically everybody who listens to me is basically you basically understand and know that I don't stand for no shit. I'm basically your voice piece. So we're not trying to hear no type of non-competitive fights, basically. You know what I mean? So, well, you know, there's a couple of things that's been going on in boxing as well, like the IBF ordering Golovkin and shit to face, I think it's Dominic Wade. You know, 30, 34-0 with 31 KOs. That's how Golovkin is standing, and I say people gotta respect Golovkin. It's a lot of hate going on because of what happened with, you know, that shit with Ward and why he fight Ward and all this other shit. But I mean, the argument could go both ways. You know what I mean? And it's really not worth doing that anymore. You know what I mean? But you know, and well, Mauricio Suleiman, which is the president of the WBC, you know, he ain't cutting the Danny Garcia no slack, and I'm fucking happy. I'm happy. I'm glad they're not. I'm glad they're not. And he just basically he has to fight Amir Khan by June. He has to fight by June. And I'm happy that Shady Slim and the rest of the Khan army is happy. You know what I'm saying? Today, motherfuckers try to get at me on some, like, if listen, every time I talk about Khan, I already tell you guys I used to follow Khan, but I stopped following Khan because of the bullshit that he's trying to pull and how he's not very decisive on who he wants to fight. Okay, I've already proven my point. You know what I'm saying? That no one is ducking him. So, your motherfuckers need to stop the hate. And when I talk about Khan, don't let your Twinkies swell up. You know what I mean? Understand that when I talk about Khan, I'm being fair and I'm being honest as well. You know what I mean? So, when I give the Khan army a shout out, it's exactly just that, a shout out. I'm giving y'all a shout out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying fuck Khan. Khan is whack. You know what I mean? So relax, and that's that. You know, I don't need no hashtag Khan will destroy Thurman type fucking things, cause that's a big fucking lie. Khan couldn't even fucking destroy Algeria if you really want to get real, right? So let's not get stupid with it, guys. Now Anthony Joshua is to be offered an IBF eliminator opportunity against Takam. And I don't know. Shit. Anthony Joshua, IBF champ. Wow. Let's see what happens. You know, Thurman says that winning the Porter fight by a stoppage would be huge, and I have to agree with that as well, guys. That's something we can't lie about. If Keith Thurman, hashtag Thurman Almada, um, Keith Thurman, if Keith Thurman was to knock Sean Porter out, put him to sleep, excuse me. Well, guys, I just have to say, if he puts him to sleep, that'd be something special, man. That'd be something special. Uh, you know, I'm only sure that the people that are talking shit about him now because he wasn't able to get a knockout in his last two fights or whatever. Well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Getting that TKO victory over Collazo helped him out a bit, but at the same time, like, it goes to show you motherfuckers didn't want to get off the stool with Thurman or whatever. I found it a little suspect on Collazo's side, but you know what I mean? There's nothing we can do about it now. But if Thurman actually stops, oh, forget about it. You know, that's gonna be something. Thurman also says that there's no reason for the prize fighter from Vegas to come back unless it's against him. Now, I have spoken about people calling Mayweather out. I had said shit about on how I think it's very coward. It's a coward move. It's very cowardice of people to, you know, call retired boxers out. Now, I know Floyd is trying to stay relevant or whatever because of his Mayweather promotions. Other people are taking it as to him trying to stay relevant because he's trying to come back. Well, let me just give you guys the difference between what Khan and everyone else is doing and what Keith Thurman is doing. Okay, there's a difference between a call out and a statement. Okay, what Khan and everybody else is doing, stalking them and shit. Those are call outs. You know what I mean? And what Keith Thurman said, that there's no reason for him to come back unless he's gonna fight me. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith Thurman's been his mandatory for a minute. So that goes to show you that he's just making a statement. That's a statement. It's not a call out. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Learn it, guys. Also, there's been some noise with Karim Mayfield. You know what I mean? And he says he's ready. And he sparred with Kell Brooks and says that he had Kell Brook in trouble. You know what I mean? There were some people around him as well that was backing him up with that shit. And that's totally amazing. Shit. He still wants Danny Garcia. Now, he's been on a campaign, man. He's been campaigning for a minute. I'm talking about a minute to get into the Danny Garcia's ass. And it's usually those guys that are usually after a certain boxer, and then that certain boxer at a higher stature just ducks him simply because, you know what I mean, or doesn't want to fight him, or whatever the hell you guys want to call it. Well, that's what's going on. I remember when I first started watching ES News, I had caught Karim Mayfield just basically in the middle of Danny Garcia. I think it was some shit, a conference or something, man. And he came out and he was like, run Danny, run. He even came out with a rap song. I mean, a whole campaign on that shit. And Kareem Mayfield's been wanting him for a minute, and Kareem Mayfield held some straps as well. So it's like, you know, I think this is the year that all those boxes that were held back because of the prize fighter's fame and whole system of how he was taking over boxing. I think that I think that those days are over, and these guys are coming out now, and these guys are wanting the spotlight. These guys are speaking up now. Hashtag come back to boxing. You know what I mean? You can catch him on the Kovalev Pascal undercard. I think there was just short's time notice that they let him know he was fighting. And that's one thing that Kareem Mayfield is always ready. So let's see what happens. I mean, he was one of those guys that shit. He was a champ, man. You know what I mean? He was a champ, and he's not damaged goods. Kareem Mayfield still fight. A lot of people disagree, but at the same time, fighters like him that only have like 2 losses. You know what I mean? Fighters like that are the fighters that are gonna hold down this era. Trust me, I see that. You know. Uh, Also, fucking Robert Garcia and Brandon Rios part ways, man. They parted ways. I mean, they still remain friends, but they parted ways. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna be on the. I mean, he's retired now, Brandon Rios. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna be at Oxnard anymore or trying to work with, trying to spar or anything like that. I don't think he's gonna be doing anything like that anymore. I don't think he is, but you know what I mean. Much luck to Brandon Rios. I just wish that I wish that Brandon Rios would have been a bit a bit more elusive in his career. You know what I mean? You know, those wars with Alvarado were great, but they took a lot out of him, man. You guys gotta agree, it took a lot out of him. All three of them. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the wars, man. They were trilogies were perfect, man. Um, uh, and this weekend, we have Kovalev Pascal too, and Kovalev says that he can't wait to get in the ring on Saturday because he's gonna kick Pascal's ass when they meet. You know what I mean? Again, and that's some tough talk. It's great. It sells the fight. At the same time, it gives us a good expectation. It gives us a good expectation, and I just want all these fights to just be competitive this year. I don't want nobody running from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're already in the ring, and they have to get on their bike because they got hit fucking hard. But otherwise than that, you know what I mean? I don't want nobody running from nobody. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, man, we can't allow. And to answer Shady Slim's fucking question as to how we gonna get Danny Garcia to fight Khan. All right, well, I'm gonna do you the favor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do Khan the favor. Because hashtag come back to boxing has done a lot for boxers. Look into it, my man. Look into it, brother. You know what I'm saying? We protected Floyd Mayweather from fucking Ronda Rousey, and we threw Brockhouse out there, and that shit deaded. So let me just. There's other instances as well, but let me just tell you this, uh, Shady Slim. Amir Khan takes away from himself, man. You know, he comes off as a compulsive liar and shit. Oh, the deal's gonna be done, or Aram. So let me ask you a question: If Amir Khan, which has said countless amount of times with other boxers as well, if Amir Khan comes out again, well, he did come out again and say, yeah, the Pacquiao fight is being negotiated. right? But then you got Bob Arum, the promoter himself, saying there are no fucking papers drawn up whatsoever. He's lying. So is it because you like Amir Khan that to you Amir Khan and to others Amir Khan is telling the truth, or you know what I'm saying? Or are you just gonna look at the fact that Bob Arum, as a professional promoter, is going to tell you the truth and tell you there's not going to be a fight? Amir Khan is lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like if anybody's setting him out there to fucking sabotage him so he could look like a fool. It's just where if you're saying that things are done and finalized and they're not, and even if they did tell him verbally, yeah, you know what, we're thinking about it, it's right away. You don't go out and tell everybody it's finalized, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I think that's what happened with him and Floyd the first time. And telling everybody, I'm gonna fight Floyd, I'm gonna fight Floyd, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like when you fucking a bitch. When you fucking that fly ass bitch that want to keep things down low, but then the moment you go to open your fucking mouth, it's like it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And you happy because you about to hit the baddest bitch, but then all of a sudden it's like it don't happen because you opened your mouth. So you know what I'm saying? That's the case of Amir Khan. Now, what we can do here is, because I do feel that he deserves that fight, a rematch with Danny Garcia. I feel that him and Danny Garcia should fight again, and if possible, they should have a trilogy. They should have a war. Why not? That'll be great. That'll be great. You know what I mean? And eventually, I think that, see, this is something that Angel Garcia doesn't want to think about right now. See, this is why he's like, Corrado, no, everybody, no, ducking, because they know that Amir Khan will smear now, because he's wiser and he's older. He will smear Danny Garcia with a lot of jabs and fast combos. You know what I'm saying? The thing here is kind of get overconfident again. And that's what we have to ask ourselves. Did he get past that yet? See, that's the question. Now, Khan being arrogant and cocky as he is, taking nothing away from him as this Good Samaritan or whatever else he does in charity, has nothing to do with this. But being brash and cocky how he is, he most likely will get overconfident. And then here comes Danny with the Santa Maria left. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand, man. The only way to get Khan his rematch / title shot, you know what I'm saying? Even though the WBC has ordered it, which I'm happy that Khan is getting it. Once again, I don't want no Khan fucking army recruits and fucking soldiers hitting my fucking page and hitting my comment section talking about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing bad about it. I'm telling the fucking truth, so stop it. And I'm helping you make a formula, guys. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel that we should all push by just tweeting Danny, Facebooking Danny, everything Danny. Message Danny, do everything Danny. Let Danny know. Hashtag fight Khan. Hashtag Garcia Khan 2. Hashtag, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Let's do it. It has till June. Where are we now? End of January now? February, March, April, May, June. 5 months. We have 5 months to harass the WBC welterweight champ. So, guys, push for the fight, and that's that. And people that back Garcia up, I'm gonna say this: you guys need to push your fighter to achieve higher feats, man. Okay? You have to push your fighter. You guys are gonna have to start doing that. You're really gonna have to start doing that shit. I don't know what else to tell you. You have to start pushing your fighters so they can fight that top-notch competition, so they can have their skills honed and sharpened. You know, sharpened to the point that the competitiveness, it just basically fulfills the sport as a whole. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what the sport needs. You know, that's what the sport needs. Simply because if you're gonna go out there and say that you're the best and you want this and you want that and you want to fight this person and that person, so then you know what? Let's get down to the get down. Let's stop talking the shit. Otherwise, than that, fight fans, thank you for joining my fight page. God bless. Stay vigilant. Don't believe everything everybody fucking tells you. And that's basically it, man. You know, I'm just gonna smoke my blunt right here and just chill out, enjoy my backyard. Nice full moon, nice weather, you know what I mean? And head to bed. You guys have a great night, man. Hashtag come back to boxing. God bless.